Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. It is June 15th, 2016. It is a Wednesday. We have been linked with 3 players. We told you once we got a manager in, it would be silly season or just the season, hopefully, of buying new players, which is exactly what we want. Before we talk about those players, though, the fixtures came out today. Much excitement. This is the day it feels like the new season is starting, even though the last one just seemed to finish. But we want to get back into it so eagerly and so quickly. This is the day it officially starts. The new fixtures come out. New manager yesterday. New fixtures today. The excitement starts now. Let's have a look at the fixtures. First game of the season. It is at home. We all knew it was going to be at home. It's the Snakes Derby, the Southampton Snakes Derby. It's Koeman versus Pochettino. It is Everton versus Spurs. First game of the season at home. The week after, we'll go to West Brom. And the following week, we are home against Stoke. So, I think we play. I think there's an international weekend, and then it's Middlesbrough. So that's actually a pretty good start. It's a pretty good start of the season. We all know that you play everyone twice, but if you can get decent little patches in the season, especially that start, if you can get a good start to the season, then that's what you want. That is exactly what you want. Other fixtures are we go to Southampton on the 26th of November, which will be obviously interesting for Ronald Koeman and our fans and their fans. The first Merseyside derby is at home. It is on December the 17th. A Christmas derby. I can't remember one of them. I can't remember a Christmas derby. Other dates in December, we play home to Manchester United on the 3rd, and we play against Arsenal on the 14th, which is a midweek game. Just 3 or 4 days, depending on TV, before that Merseyside derby. So that's a really interesting set of fixtures. And we also go to Leicester, the champions, obviously, on Boxing Day. So that's an interesting few weeks in December. We got play Liverpool on April Fool's Day, of course. April Fool's Day. That'll probably be moved as well. But April Fool's Day, April the 1st, we'll play Liverpool. And the last game of the season will be at the Emirates against Arsenal, where it's probably going to be decided for the title, isn't it? Between us and them. But saying that, they'll have probably bombed it by then. So, the fixtures are out. Listen, it's, every game's massive, isn't it, now in the Premier League? But there are little parts of the season, especially that December, where you look at it and think, get off to a good start, and it's fantastic. Before we touch on the 3 players that have been linked, rumours today that Romelu Lukaku's going to be offered a new contract, basically double his money. I'm not really sure about the legitimacy of where it came from, but £140,000 a week or thereabouts. Be an interesting one. I think if Romelu Lukaku was going to be convinced to stay at Everton, one thing would have to be a massive contract. So, obviously that's the starting point. You're not just going to go to Romelu Lukaku and say, please stay. You've got to say, is 140,000, 150,000 reasons why you can stay. And listen, I know it's easy to say we don't want him, let's get the money, but strikers are at a premium, and he did score 25 goals for us, and a motivated Romelu Lukaku, maybe with some help from other players around him, a different style of play, more strikers in the squad could help him out. I'd rather have Romelu Lukaku than not have Romelu Lukaku. That's me personally, and also would make a massive statement by keeping him at the club. So we'll wait and see on that one. I'm not convinced that's going to happen by any means, but we'll wait and see on that one. So that one's come out. Obviously, I think the likes of Ross Barkley and John Stones will probably be offered new contracts as well to try and keep them at the club. We'll wait and see. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be happening over the next weeks and months. But one thing I think what will happen from this manager is he will demand more out of Romelu Lukaku. He will demand more out of Ross Barkley. He'll demand more out of all the players. Interesting comments by Leighton Baines saying, they were all hoping that he was going to be the appointment. So, they were certainly hoping and excited by the appointment. So that's an interesting one as well, because, Leighton Baines is someone that every Everton fan respects. So we'll wait for that one. That's news in terms of the fixtures and player rumours. Other rumours today regarding players coming in. Axel Witsel has been mentioned as a strong rumour today. 27-year-old Belgium international, plays for Zenit in Russia, has had 106 appearances for Zenit and scored 15 goals, got 65 caps for Belgium, and is a centre midfielder. He's seen as a centre midfielder, attacking midfielder, but to be fair, his goal scoring stats are absolutely appalling for that kind of player. But it is interesting that he is looking at a centre midfielder. I think you'll look at the spine of the team, and that moves us on to Tim Krul, goalkeeper. Obviously, a goalkeeper's a massive position, probably the number one priority for me when you look at the squad. I mean, you could probably get on with everything we've already got, but a goalkeeper is obviously essential now. And Tim Krul, obviously, Premier League experience, is 28, obviously a Dutch international, 8 caps. Obviously, we all remember him from the World Cup 2 years ago when he was brought on against Costa Rica for the penalty shootout and saved 2 of the 5 penalties. So he's got that in his bag as well. And to be honest, he's a pretty decent goalkeeper, pretty decent Premier League goalkeeper. And if you sort of wanted a quick I don't know if you want to call it a stop fix, but if you wanted a goalkeeper that would probably be available right now, because Newcastle obviously been relegated. I know he's not someone who's going to excite a lot of people, but he's got Premier League experience. He's a good, solid goalkeeper. You don't see him making too many mistakes. It makes a lot of good saves. So maybe as a stopgap, he could come in and do a job for us. Who's to say we wouldn't go and get another goalkeeper as well? Who's to say it's the truth? I'm just getting it out there. The other one linked today is Kevin Strootman, which is a really interesting one as well. Obviously, another Dutch international, plays for Roma, was linked massively with a move to Manchester United about 2 years ago, till he did his knee, and he did the cruciate ligaments in his knee, really bad injury, and has basically missed the best part of the last 2 seasons. I think he's made 11 appearances in the last 2 years, which has really halted his career. So I suppose on one side of it, you might get him on a knockdown price. He was fantastic centre midfielder, deep line centre midfielder, but the risk is he hasn't played much in 2 years, and the worry with those kind of knee injuries is that will he come back? Sometimes they don't, I remember when the same thing happened to Ruud van Nistelrooy, and he came back, and what a striker he was. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see on that one. As I say, those 3 players linked today: Witsel, Tim Krul, and Kevin Strootman. So we'll wait and see on that. There's going to be plenty of rumours flying about in the next few weeks. Absolutely plenty of rumours. What would be really good is if we could get one in. If we get one in pretty soon, get it done, get it dusted, and that would knuckle us down. I think if we could get a signing or 2 in the next few weeks, we'll wait and see. Obviously, a lot of the top players are, wrapped up in the European Championships over in France for the time being. But if there's the players out there that are not involved that we can get signed up, then hopefully we can get deals done for them players. I'm sure there's plenty of the players we've been linked with today. I think we've been linked with an Oldham goalie, an 18-year-old Oldham goalkeeper. There'll be plenty of names flashing about in the next few weeks. We'll be here every weekday to keep you up to date with those names. The Euros are obviously very much in the thick of it at the moment. Tarashai came on for, I think, 3 minutes for Switzerland today. So nice one to him for coming on. And nice one for you even, for watching the Everton News Daily. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for watching Toffee TV.